be a big piece of chicken, mixed vegetables and rice, or let's call it what they call it, rice biryani or vegetable biryani. Just to mix it up a little, we'll have salad over there, and we'll have I'll hook up some, what's the name tonight? Spaghetti, just, So I'll chop up some stuff and put it, just for the heck of it. And that'll be what we'll have. Now for here, I'm going to leave that mac and cheese, and I got some chicken on the side, so tonight I'm going to fry some chicken. It'll be like that other chicken, since everybody kind of liked it. And each pot of those chickens, I would save a little on the side to fry. So I got a pan that I'll fry it. Whatever it is, it should be enough. They can live without salad. Shoot. What we'll have is mixed vegetables and rice biryani. Rice biryani, that chicken. And what else? Oh, mac and cheese. That'll be fine. 3 things. And we will we'll leave one of the waters here. Or is it any water downstairs?
Yeah, there's 3 cases.
No, I know. I just bought those.
Oh, okay. There's some still in the cooler. Oh, there is some still in the cooler? Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, I'll leave about 10 or 12 out, because we'll take the cooler. What I'm doing is freezing big blocks of ice right now, so we just put a little water in there and pop them, and that'll keep it. We could take all of those waters with us and leave 10 or 12 behind. So let me see. Loudspeaker, okay, water. Menu, chicken, rice, mixed vegetables, and salad for over there, and spaghetti for over there. So anyway, we'll have everything hooked up down here. We have 3 things here, and that's enough. Okay. I want to mention the era of extraordinary accuracy. You know when that is? Era, the time, that period, is right now. Have you noticed how accurate okay. Now, the way Boss Man is doing, he get the cars messed up, that truck, so he figured we'll just keep the nigga isolated where he can't get around, and da-da-da-da-da. So I go gingerly along with it. I'm enjoying that. Just kicking back, mowing the lawns, having a little exercise. I don't have to go to the Masjid, because we're going to go there every now and then. And going to the Masjid will be just like this. When we go here and we read one thing, we can understand the whole process. When we go to a few Jummahs around with 100 years of activity we've had with everybody, all it is judging, what is that little difference? See what is it saying? That's all. The accuracy, especially dealing with time, have picked up in the last year or so. It's simple. Technically, I can take my phone and listen to every lecture on China that they've made, and I can be in the last. every lecture that comes up on any subject, I used to have to run down to the library and I used to have to keep all of that stuff. Now, I look at it and I run off me a copy from the printer. I don't have to, I don't have to do that. I can, whatever they're saying about Russia and Ukraine, they're saying it right now. All I have to do is go around, and I'll get that exact information. That's why the forward looking is not getting, by being here all the time, is not getting behind. It's getting ahead. It's getting more accurate. Just think about what we talk about here right now. It's more accurate. We would talk months and maybe years ahead, just shortly. Not anymore. We can pinpoint accurate within days. This is going to happen, that's going to happen, this is probably what. Why? Because we can listen to, and we know when they're lying and when they're telling the truth. We got enough, we already have our own background of history and everything. So if you listen to an hour lecture, you may pull 3 points or maybe 4 points that you didn't even think about before. They don't make any difference, but when you listen to all these people and everything, you get a chance to focus in. When you listen to different peoples and see how they hooked up, they had, when the old scarf-wearing Negro man, Cornell, and him and the white man that was the big white man, not Noam Chomsky, no. You know the one that we know very well, not Wolf. Yeah, all of them. Yeah, Hedges and Wolf and all of that. At first they sound reasonable, but then after you listen to them a while, you can figure who's in the club. It's just who's on the team, and pretty soon you begin to think there's nobody on the team but us. They're just saying, except the people that are hiding. Because there are people on the team with us that wouldn't even think about disclosing who they are, their whereabouts. They just don't. And they're not supposed to. There's friends that we have in different countries, almost every country, like if they start stabbing us in the back, the big rich guys in South Africa, we got friends in South Africa that leaned up to us and that they were against. And when I would try to tell them to try to work with them, they would hate those people. Anybody that I would recommend, they would hate them. And one time we was one of the big rich guys, these are Indians. They're very rich, the richest people over there. So he was telling me about, Cape Town is more revolutionary because Cape Town is all kind of mixtures, Cape Town is full of colors, mixtures of Malays, Indians, Africans. They have a full variety, Cape Town. And there's 700,000 Muslims in Cape Town, and they're more revolutionary than any of the Muslims in other parts. So the big rich guy is talking to me, and he done got hot about the guys in Cape Town. These guys here, he was actually calling them a bunch of niggas. They are backwards. They're, they're not long thinking and and he is talking to a colored man, and I was wondering, what the hell does he think that I think what he's saying? And he's talking to me. And I'm just thinking he must be forgetting himself because he's telling me those are niggas. They're not smart. They're not, see, because if you look at them, they know how to ease up to, and they do all that big time stuff, which what we do, they call it ignorant. It's ignorant to go this, that, and another. It's not ignorant. It's the ultimate wisdom for us to do what we're doing now. There's nothing more excellent that I could think of that's sharper and smarter and more timely than to deal with this, and it's innovative. Nobody expected us to deal with this system like we're dealing with it. Nobody expected we would be here, especially Boss Man and the Negroes. They had us counted out every time. In every fight, he'll be out and they go 2 rounds off. They had counted us out. And they all shocked. And they throw everything at you, including the kitchen sink, and none of it works. And then they sitting there, that's why I talk about my favorite baboon, the one that walks with his butt sticking up in the air, big red behind, and the lips sticking all out. And he don't think it's nothing wrong. For him, it ain't. But it lets us know he's a baboon. And the way he's walking is a baboon walk. And the way he got the baboon look, and so do our Negroes. And Arabs, they look like baboons. They got a baboon look. They wear baboon clothes, or baboons don't take away. But they everything they do is baboonish. It's baboonish. It's right out of the baboon playbook. So these are some of our friends are the same guy that I don't know if you saw it in the newspaper. Because every demonstration they would go to, they would have AK-47s, and they would go to a big drug dealer's place, and they would give them a warning. Then they would come back and give them another warning. The third time they would they would do what? So this one guy, they come back and they hit him with AK-47s and everything, and he was out laying down, and then somebody eased up to him and set him on fire. But he wasn't all the way dead. That fire brought him up. You ever see those monster movies where the monster's on fire? That's the way Rashid Staji was. He was on fire and he was walking. He died right away. But that fire brought him up off that ground, and it was a famous picture that they had. I don't know if you saw it. But this was way back 20 years ago or longer. It was a while back. The point is, our position, we thank Allah, we thank Allah over and over again, day and night, about what we're doing, how we're allowed to do it, and we thank Allah for His direct guidance, because the stuff is so convoluted that you would have to be guided by an ultimate power in order to maintain your composure. Some of it is so funny you would laugh yourself to death. Some of it would make you angry. So how are you going to keep an even keel? The law got you in power and got you hooked up. So the time in which we're living in, you have to maintain yourself, because otherwise you would do what I call a psycho bitch slap. A psycho bitch slap, it's not a bad word because I'm using it in this context. A psycho bitch slap, half of it would be the same thing that what's-her-name did to what's-her-name on stage the other day. No, a bitch slap is when you, with an open hand. It come from the pimp days, that's what they did. Bitch, I told you, bam! And that's the way people acted, And so No, we do that. You have to understand. I want you to look at people that have attacked us. First of all, Abdul Malik and them tried to play psych game and didn't work. So he retired. Mukhtar came behind and told him, you shouldn't have retired, you shouldn't have quit that quick. You know, you should have did. So he came in. The stuff he came in with in recent time, he brought that because he thought that he have another analysis. That number one, I'm getting old. Number two, he had one bow, one of them compound bows, and I'm pretty good at that stuff. So I had it. In fact, I still got it. So I said, can you pull that? I was talking myself. He said, yeah, I pull it. Okay.